Hey guys, Custom Trendsetters, we are here with the West Coast legend, Mr. Kolii Riddle, all the way from the West Coast Cool Boys. So tell us all about Cool Boys, Riddle.
Man, I'm pretty much the pretty much the face of a dance called Poplocking these days.
Okay, tell me all about. I hear that you are the legendary West Coast Poplocker. What exactly is Poplocker?
Poplocking is a dance. It's a mixture of dances. It's a dance mixed with the robot and locking.
Okay,
And
kind of like breakdancing, you know, the way we used to start breakdancing back in the 80s, I believe.
Say that again?
Is it kind of like breakdancing?
No, it's not breakdancing, but it is. The two dancers are running mates.
Okay, okay.
A lot of people call all of it breakdancing.
Okay.
When they see it, but breakdancing is when you do ground movement, groundwork, when you're performing on the ground pretty much. And Poplocking is above the ground. It's like the dancing robot.
Okay, so what got you started doing the robot?
Oh man, I've been dancing since I was a kid, since I was 9 years old. You know?
Okay, shoot, since 9. So who were some of your biggest inspirations and people who you looked up to?
Oh man, I have to give a shout out to what we call the OGs. You know, Anthony A.K. King. You know, One Arm Bandit, OG Tick-a-Lot. You know, all these names are legendary street dancers from the city of Compton.
Okay, okay. I was gonna say, is this West Coast or East Coast? Because I know a lot of things were also in East Coast, and I get to hear a lot of different, you know.
Well, the thing to that is, and this is where a lot of the confusion, and I'm going to clear this up for a lot of people right now.
Oh, good. I hope so. There you go. See, I was gonna say what I heard over there, but I want to hear from you from over there, from the West Coast.
Well, here's the deal, and I'm going to tell you the truth because I'm not sure what you've heard, but
okay,
I'm going to give you accurate information. How about that?
Okay, perfect. Hell yeah.
So breakdancing, which they call b-boy, that was created and it comes from New York.
Okay, there you go.
The East Coast. Locking and Poplocking, all that comes from California.
Okay.
West Coast.
Okay, okay.
So the two dances are separate. Breakdancing comes from the East Coast. Locking comes from the West.
Man, you just explained it so much better because I didn't know. I was thinking it was all breakdancing, you know? I didn't know because, you know, we all see LL, Cool J, and all the other people who brought out the breakdancing era, you know?
Right. Yeah.
And so that's one of the things, I won't say my age, but as one of the things that I've learned and what, you know, some of the people I've saw back, you know, in the day. And yeah, but so is there anything that's different? I mean, is one, I wouldn't want to say, is one better than the other, or should I say, is one harder? Is one more challenging? Because, you know, dancing is challenging for a lot of us, actually.
I'm gonna say it's equal because one, you're more like an acrobat and a gymnast, you know.
Okay.
And the other, you have to have complete control of your body.
Okay.
Which is to make it move a certain way, which is very difficult, you know.
You see, and you, yeah, and you know, you just brought something up to me. Because I was talking to another individual from the West Coast about their dancing methods. I have to ask you, you've danced for so long. Have you ever got hurt by, you know, doing some of the things that you've done as far as dancing?
Of course.
You see, that's what I was like.
If you
okay, yes, you see, I was like, you have to hurt yourself. You have to.
You're physically hurt, right?
Physically hurt. Like if you, I'm not saying break a wrist or break an ankle, but even sprain an ankle, you have to physically hurt yourself. You're talking to
someone who performs on stages in front of thousands and thousands of people.
Okay.
And I'm a daredevil, man. So when I was younger,
okay,
I would jump from off speakers onto the stage or jump from off the stage into the crowd. So man, you're gonna twist an ankle, hurt a leg, you're gonna tear yourself up. You
You
know?
see? Yes, and I've tried, this was just a few weeks ago, and I'm glad you mentioned that because I have a lot of sport athletic fans and extreme sport enthusiasts. And I'm like, when you do these challenging activities, it's a sport. What you do is a sport. And if you're hurting yourself, like wrestling, and people say, oh, it's fake and da da da. No, you're actually still getting in there. You're hurting your body, your flesh, and you're going home with some aches and pains. And I always knew dancing was one of those things. And this one person, later I'm going to laugh at you. You know who I'm talking about. But he said he never, ever hurt himself. I said, well, then you're not working hard enough, or something's not challenging for you, not, or you're lying. Those are the only two things that I could think of.
If your job is physical, if your passion is something physical, and if you don't injure yourself doing it, then you didn't go 100%. You didn't go hard in the paint at it.
That's what I was just trying to say to the person. I was doing this, actually, to be honest, this was 3 weeks ago, and we almost had this little conflict about it not being a sport. And they're like, no, it is a sport, but I never hurt myself. I'm like, well, it's kind of, you can't go and tell people you're not going to hurt yourself doing this, because I think that you can, you know, dancing or yoga, all these practices, but in the dancing method, you're going to hurt yourself. You can't.
I don't care what it is. If you're a roller skater, you're going to keep practicing certain moves. If you jumping and spinning in the air, you're going to fall until you get it right.
You see, that's what, okay, man, that is so great. I'm glad I can now, I'm glad you're saying, I'm not saying the truth. I'm not saying, but I've always known dancing, it's an extreme sport. I really think it's an extreme sport, and it's a great sport. And
dancing is a beautiful thing. Dancing is done from the soul. Matter of fact, I always share this, and I hope I don't offend anybody, but it's just real. If you don't dance, you don't have a soul. Because the most beautiful thing that can be heard is music.
Exactly.
That's the most beautiful thing that you can hear, right? Mm-hmm. And if that music doesn't move you to that music doesn't make you move, how could you not feel that to your soul? You know?
Yeah.
If your soul is touched, you're gonna move without even thinking. As soon as you hear a song that come on that you like, you go, ooh, you bounce to it immediately. You do something to it. And that's not you doing it. That's your soul being touched. You know?
Exactly.
So all those out there that say they don't dance, it's not about how great of a dancer you are. It's not about your skills. It's about you enjoying the soul of the music.
That's right. That's right.
So many people out there dancing and they look crazy as hell. But who cares?
That would be me. I don't know how to dance, and I don't want to hurt myself. But you know, I just kind of move like this.
You don't dance to perform. Yeah. You dance to the soul of music.
Of course. So, which is why I'm saying what you do. I'm so inspired by it. I know you're an athlete. That is, to me, dancing. That is it's something I can't do. I'm not a dancer like that or anything like that. But I know what you do. It has given a lot of kids and adults inspiration, and it's an athletic ability because not everybody can do it. So anyhow, you have got to tell me about what's going on tomorrow for the event that you have for the dance and rap battle.
Tomorrow, I'm throwing a huge dance. Well, first of all, let me tell everybody, I'm the owner of Kool Boys Boxing Camp and Dance Academy.
Yes.
I opened up my business right here on April 3rd. Mm-hmm. And it's in the city of Lake Elsinore, California.
All righty, okay.
So my gym and dance academy has become like the recreation of the neighborhood. It's like the recreation center of the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. You know, I cater to the community. So therefore, since I have so many youth here, I have like almost 100 clients, and 70% is kids, you know, kids and teenagers. So I cater to them. So what I'm doing is I'm throwing a dance battle where I give them money. You know, the winner gets $250. And I'm throwing a rap battle. I give them money. And I'm also having a miniature boxing tournament here. So I just do things, man, to keep these kids inspired and motivated to do positive things and bring fun activities to the neighborhood. You know, there's nothing really here for them to do too much.
Yeah.
And now there is, you know.
Now there is. And how are you coping with life after COVID-19? I know we are still dealing with, the pandemic. How are you keeping your clients safe, and what are y'all doing to practice safe measures?
Well, I sanitize everything afterwards. We clean up. I have someone who comes in and spray, kill germs. But then also I check temperatures, but also you're speaking to someone who doesn't live in fear.
Thank you. That is great.
This virus
doing
is here.
what you do, you can't be scared. You're battling it out with dancing.
If it's gonna kill us and wipe us out, then it's gonna kill us and wipe us out. What can we do?
What can we do?
So my question is, are we gonna live in fear and scared for the rest of our lives? Or are we gonna just go ahead and enjoy these last days?
That I would choose to enjoy the last days. That's why I've never really
anyway,
stopped
right?
doing what I did.
We're all gonna go anyway, right? So
exactly.
We might as well just go ahead and enjoy it.
Enjoy it. Yeah. Absolutely. I also saw online that you also work with special needs kids, like with autism and stuff. That is awesome. What got you to do that?
I have a blast with them because they have such a happy spirit. Innocence. Even if it's just taking a ball and throwing it to them, and just to see the joy in their face of just tossing that ball back and forth.
Yeah. It brings a smile to their face, huh?
Exactly.
So tomorrow, what time do you start these festivities there at your gym?
Man, everything is going down tomorrow. We're starting at 10 a.m.
Okay.
I'm inviting all car clubs and low riders to come out, park their cars. We're gonna have a water balloon fight for the kids. My boxing team of my kids, I call them the majors, 6 years old to 12-year-olds, called out the teenagers, the 13s to the 18s, into a water balloon fight. So I have a huge parking lot over here because it's a shopping center. So we're gonna block off the parking lot and let the kids. We got like about 400 balloons, and we're just gonna let them go.
I also saw online that you also work with special needs kids, like with autism and stuff. That is awesome. What got you to do that?
I have a blast with them because they have such a happy spirit. Innocence. Even if it's just taking a ball and throwing it to them, and just to see the joy in their face of just tossing that ball back and forth.
Yeah. It brings a smile to their face, huh?
Exactly.
So tomorrow, what time do you start these festivities there at your gym?
Man, everything is going down tomorrow. We're starting at 10 a.m.
Okay.
I'm inviting all car clubs and low riders to come out, park their cars. We're gonna have a water balloon fight for the kids. My boxing team of my kids, I call them the majors, 6 years old to 12-year-olds, called out the teenagers, the 13s to the 18s, into a water balloon fight. So I have a huge parking lot over here because it's a shopping center. So we're gonna block off the parking lot and let the kids. We got like about 400 balloons, and we're just gonna let them go.
One last thing, okay. If you can give me any of your social media handles, go ahead.
You can find me on Instagram. I have a couple of pages on Instagram. My dance page, which is Kool Boy Hibotic Puppets. Hibotic Puppets is my legendary dance crew. And the way Hibotic Puppets is spelled is HOODBOTIC, Puppets, Hibotic Puppets. So you can find me there. And then on my other one is Kool Boys Boxing Camp. And Kool Boy spelled with a K.
All right. Well, here you go. Heard it here, right here from the legend himself. One more thing, if I can just get you to tell me what you think is going to happen in 2022. What is for Kool Boys Academy? What do you got in store for us?
Now, you're talking to a person who thinks positive,
Yeah.
I don't look for negative. So I reach for the stars, So by next year, I plan to have another gym.
There you go.
Bigger and better. So that'll be number 2.
Number 2. Heck
Yeah.
yeah, you know, I think it could happen. You're doing so much, and I can't wait to see pictures and videos of your show tomorrow, your event. I want to see who wins. I want to see who wins, and you'll be able to see it here on customtrends.tv.